Hi all, welcome to John's Model Making. Today, finally, we've got the next 3 stages of 89 Batmobile, 6, 7 and 8. There we go, there's Joker Boy on the back, looking cool. Brilliant, do love the stories of these. We also get the free binder. There we go, the first of many I'm sure. Yeah, they order about 30 in, no matter what they say 20 but they usually order 30. Sometimes you can cram in a bit more. I think really you should only need about 3 of them and you get 40 in each. Well, there we go, that's me just cramming them in. Well, anyway, there we go, those are the parts. Yeah, they'll be called plastic this month. Yeah, 6, 7 and 8. Yeah, it doesn't feel as though, yeah, they're all definitely plastic. There's plenty of detail in there. But anyway, let's get on with the build and let's start with stage 6. Okay, up here we have the magazine for stage 6. Let's open up Vicky Vale, the intrepid reporter. Yeah, beautiful. Kim Bassinger. There we go. Michael Keaton, obviously is Batman. Oh, and here we have the parts. Turbine Engine Part 2. In this issue, you will continue the assembly of the Batmobile turbine engine as featured in the 89 film. So we have turbine housing A and B, high pressure fans numbers 2, 3 and 4, turbine rear shaft connector and type D screws. Okay. Right, so we need parts of stage 5. There we go, pop all them on. Yeah. There we go. That's final result. Excellent. Looks cooler. And then we have the comics. The Secrets of the Waiting Graves. Yeah, that'll be an excellent read. And even more. Batman 1944. Excellent stuff. Batman the Boy Wonder. Is that the Laughing Cavalier? Yeah, I think it certainly is. Excellent stuff. There we go. Right, let's get the parts. There are the parts. Now let's get on with the build. Okay, let's get the parts out. There we go, those are all the parts. Now we need 5C, and we need these parts, 6, 3. These are all the same, these 6, 3. They all have a number 3 on them. There's no different, they call it 2, 3 and 4, but there's no 2, 3 or 4 on them. There's just a number 3. Get that lined up like that, and that lined up like that. There we go, because they're all D-shaped connections. Excellent. Now we need 6, 4. Fits on the end, just like that. Excellent. Right. Now we need 6, 2 and 6, 1. These two are just push fit connections. 4 pegs, 4 holes. Just line them up and press it together. There we go. Now there is some colouring on this. As you can see, I think it's supposed to be heat damage. You see that? Ah, there we go. Yeah, that looks cool. Right, now there's a notch just here. No, it's not. That's not the one. It's there. Sorry, the notch there. So that will fit like that. Excellent. Yeah, you can see how that cleanly fits. Now we need 4 D screws to pop these together. There we go, there's the turbine housing, looking pretty cool. Yeah, spins beautifully. Brilliant stuff. So that's stage 6 completed. Let's move on to stage 7. Okay, now we have stage 7. We have the Batman soundtracks. Prince joins the project. Oh, right, okay. I forgot all about that. Sinister and Strange, there's a cracking picture. Oh, and here we have Turbine Engine Part 3. This issue continues the assembly of the Batmobile turbine engine as featured in the film, of course. Parts list. Front oil pump support, front oil pump housing left and right, front oil pump tubes ×2, engine oil pipe connector A, engine oil pipe connector B, M2 combustion chamber tubes ×4. There we go. Right, so we've got some, look like they might be fiddly parts, but I bet they're not. There we go. Yeah, screw there. Then it's the pipes. Yeah. There we go, that is it. Excellent. And then we have the Long Halloween Two-Face. This will be another cracker read. Batman 1945. Brilliant. Look at his face, how contorted it is. Cracking artwork. Love it. There we go. Oh, and Santa's in it. A little bit late this year, but there we go. well, early this year, late for last year. And we have Batman and Robin. Oh dear. Fingerprint test. There we go. Excellent. Right. There are the parts. Let's get on with the build. Okay, let's get the parts out. There we go. Those are the parts. As you notice on the packaging, they have the part numbers on as well. M, 7-5, 7-6, 7-4. Nothing for these three. They're all in one bag together. And the D screws obviously I've taken out of the packaging. Now, first off, we need these components. And we need to pop these on to the turbo housing, and they will go into here. Well, they got to go all the way around anyway. We have 4 of them. Yeah, I think, yeah, there's a round peg and a square peg there. So, what do you think? Let's have a look at this a bit closer. Okay, well, there is only one square hole for each of them and one round hole. So it does say to manipulate them, make sure we do get them in. We may have to bend them, so I think it's a matter of getting in the square hole. Well, let's try the round hole then. That's the round hole. That goes in there easy enough. Oh, there we go. Get in the round hole first. There we go. Yep, pop it in the round hole. Right, okay. Round hole first, in she goes, and then flex it. There we go. Can be a little tricky. Right, let's see. Again, round hole, and that one went in a lot easier. Some are going to be difficult, some aren't. Grab hold of that again. And round hole first. There we go. Excellent, there we go. That's all them connections in place. So that's 7-7. Looking just like that. Excellent. Wasn't that fiddly, was it? Okay, now we want 7-3 and 7-2. Basically, it's just push fit to get together. There we go. That's better. Excellent. Get that squeezed together. There we go. Brilliant. That looks cool. Okay, now we got 7-2 and 7-3 together. We need to pop it together with 7-1. It will go just there like that. We need 1 D screw to keep that together. There we go. Brilliant. So that's 7-1, 7-2 and 7-3 all fixed together. Right, next I think we need 7-4 and 7-5. We also need 7-5, which is this piece, and we'll put 7-4 on the end, just there, like that. Excellent. Right, now we need to pop this into place. Now the hose will go onto here. Yeah, that's quite big, that actually. And 7-5 will go into this little hole here. Bit of a tight fit, that. There we go. Plies for that. That looks cool. Now we want 7-6, which is this little piece, and the hose will go onto here, and again we'll fix this. Well, it looks like I have to wiggle it on. There we go. It will go into this hole here. There we go. Get a firmer grip on it. Then the hose obviously will go on to here. There we go. Wiggle that on. Nice little snug fit. Excellent. So there we go. That is everything for stage 7 completed. Brilliant stuff. Looks pretty cool, that. Excellent. Let's move on to stage 8. Okay, here we have stage 8, the last for this month. Yeah, Batman Returns. There it is, Michael Keaton, Tim Burton. There we have the Penguin, Danny DeVito, looking spectacular. Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman, excellent. And then we have in the parts, Turbine Engine 4. Okay, parts list. We have engine, exhaust, front chamber, lower housing, engine oil filter tube size 2, engine oil filters times 2, engine oil filter cap times 2, motor filter bases times 2, engine oil filter covers times 2, and we have type D and type E screws. Okay, so working off this piece, yeah, got 8-2 pop in place there, and then the other pieces that we pop on, oh, they should be colourful. I think they are actually. That'll look cool, that. There we go. Yep. There we go. Yeah, and it shows you exactly where it goes. But we don't put it in place just yet. Dear oh dear. Now we have the coat of O's. Oh, Scarecrow was amongst that lot. Detective Comics. Gee, what would it have been like many years ago to buy them, and how much they're worth today. There's Batgirl and Joker. Oh, there's the Madman himself, looking cool. Excellent stuff. Not as dark as the Jokers of today, but there we go. There are the parts. Let's get on with the build. Okay, let's get the parts out. Okay, those are our parts. We don't need them at the moment. We do need these two pieces and the E screws. Part 8-2 will go into here, and it will also go into here as well. Yeah, D-shaped connections there as well, though they do move around a little bit. Right, we'll get these together with E screws. So we can flip that over, get the first E screw into here. There we go. There's a little bit of movement, but you've already seen that anyway. Right, now we want 8-5, which is this piece, and that goes over there. It is rubbish. And we want 8-3, which will go over the top, just like that. That seemed a bit loose, that actually. Same on this one. So where's the other one gone? There it is. Thought I'd lost it then. So 8-5 first onto 8-2, and then we have 8-3. Just like that. Yeah, that was a crunchy on that one. So watch out for that. If they're, there we go, straighten that up. Excellent. Yeah, watch out if they're a little bit loose. Now we want 8-6. Pushes into it with a little peg. There we go. That's how that looks up to now. And then we have 8-4, which are these two pieces. They go on the top of 8-2. Yeah. Squeeze down there. If any of these are loose, you can always glue them. See, I think that one's... oh, no, it's not too bad, that. That looks perfectly alright. Right, now we need this assembly. 8-1. That goes just like that. Look at that. That looks pretty cool, that. And I would imagine we'll have D screws for that. I've got 2 left over, so I'll use them. So we've got the exhaust front chamber. That's this long piece. And 2 D screws. There we go. That looks brilliant. Excellent stuff. So that's stage 8 completed. There we go. That's what we've done up to now. Looking pretty cool, I must admit. I think we got another piece on here before we put these two together. And obviously we got the rest of the exhaust as well. Well, there we go. That's stages 6 to 8 completed. There we go, folks. Yeah, not a fantastic lot to do this month, but yeah, it's looking cool. It's coming on. I do like this. I'm sure it's heat damage that's supposed to be represented in. Yeah, that blue on it. Well, that looks cool. And those red pieces. And like I said, if any of them are loose, like the hoses, any particular piece, just pop a little bit of super glue on and you're away. Excellent. But looking at the magazine, I can't work out exactly how it goes just yet. I think there's another piece missing here. I'm not exactly sure yet, but anyway, there we go. We'll find out later, won't we? Right, I think next month, I think we should get 6 stages, which will be brilliant. Move this along a lot quicker. Well, anyway, there we go. That is the 89 Batmobile for another month. A little bit late, but that's because of Crimbo in the new year, of course. But there we go. That's it. So thanks for tuning in and watching. Stay safe, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Thank you. Goodbye.